Hey everybody, it's Zach, aka Zach's Reviews, and we are back again with another video. News just broke out about, there's some voice audio of Tom Cruise, and it's of him really yelling at somebody, or the cast of the new Mission Impossible movie. And from what I can hear from the audio, it sounds like people weren't following the rules of wearing masks and distancing and doing what they need to be doing on set. I mean, with that, I mean, we live in a crazy world right now where, you know, it's hard to make movies, it's hard to make TV shows, it's hard to pretty much do any event, and the fact that people aren't listening when they know, you know, people's lives are on the line, and, you know, there's a lot of money to do, like, dealing with movies and TV shows. There's a lot of money on the line, there's a lot of expectations on what dates movies are going to get released on, so, you know, the banks can get their money back and, you know, make the money that, you know, the banks put into the movies to, you know, get their, you know, to get the money back, the amount of money that they gave the movie productions and stuff. So I can understand where Tom Cruise is coming from him yelling at the people that weren't listening, because it sounds like from the audio, you can find it on, like, online and on YouTube, it sounds like that's not the first time they weren't listening. Because he says, if I see it again, you're done. Like, you know, he says, you know, and it makes it sound like he's seen it multiple times on set. And Tom Cruise is an awesome, respectable man. Like, literally, he puts his life on the line just to make us happy and just to give us something, like, some awesome, spectacular, like, moments in movies and stuff like that. He's the most devoted person ever. He really cares about cinema, and he cares about the cast and the crew, and he cares about everybody, and that he's clearly upset about that. Like, I know how, you know, like, you know, I know how he feels. Like, I feel the same way when people aren't wearing their masks above their nose like they should. Like when I run into people at the gym, like, you know, sometimes, you know, like, they might not have their mask above their nose and stuff. I'm like, okay, then, you know, me and my brother are telling on them to, you know, put it above their nose, as they should. Like, if you're not going to put it above your nose, then why are you wearing the mask at all? I hate when people are so selfish enough that they don't care enough to just, you know, put it over your nose. It's simple. Everybody, if it saves someone's life, why are you being selfish? And the fact that, you know, I'm not gonna, like, you know, talk bad stuff about Tom Cruise, because from the audio, there's nothing bad about it. He's yelling at people for not listening when they don't want this movie to get postponed because there's money on the line. There's a whole bunch of things at stake. This is people's jobs, not just his job, but people's jobs, that they have to feed their families. They have to, you know, pay bills. They have to put their kids into college. There's so many, like, things at stake here, and he understands that. There's a lot of pressure on him, and I hate when I just don't want people, like, calling him, like, oh, you know, he's insane, oh, he's a jerk, blah, 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 because that's not the case. Watch the video. It's clear as day. He's yelling at people that aren't listening about not, you know, following the COVID guidelines. And it's actually online right now that's what the video is about, people not following the guidelines. So I just wanted to clear that up for people, like, you know, be like, they see the audio and be like, oh, this man's insane, oh my God, he's crazy, oh, he's overreacting. If you think he's overreacting, there's a problem with you. Literally, people are dying from this. And people are losing their homes, losing their jobs, losing their lives to COVID. And as much as we want to see the movies, we have to think about, okay, for some people, this is their jobs. Yeah, we want to see them, but this is their jobs, and if they lose them, that's terrible. Like, and the fact that, you know, he really wants this to come out at the right time, whenever it's supposed to come out, and he really wants for them to get paid and be safe. But not even just that, he wants them to be safe and live. And, you know, he's an older man himself, and he probably doesn't really, he could get really sick. I could see that. He could get really sick. So, you know, I understand where he's coming from. I get so frustrated. Me and my sister both do, about people not wearing their masks. So, I really understand where he's coming from on this. If you want to go see the audio, go check it out. I'm not going to link it or anything. Just go check it out. It's everywhere right now. And I just don't want people to think of him in a bad way. Literally, he's an awesome dude. Again, he literally puts his life on the line, puts his own money and his own spin on movies and all that to make movies amazing. He's a dude that loves cinema just as much as me, and he cares about people, and he wants people to be safe, whether it's a stunt, whether it's, you know, following the guidelines, whether it's anything. He is a person that cares about his cast and crew, and I understand why he's yelling at them. And the fact that they should understand and not be selfish, he shouldn't even have to say this. They should just follow the guidelines. Because literally people, he said other companies are looking at him to set the bar so they can be like, oh, well, this successfully didn't have any problems, let's greenlight another movie. And the fact that they're not listening or screwing up anybody else's opportunity to work on another movie and get more money to help their family out, or, to pay their bills, or to pay their, just anything. And the fact that they're not listening, I understand why he'd say, if it happens again, you're gone. And I mean, like, how many times you gotta say it? And clearly it made it sound like they've done it a couple of times. So, in all seriousness, I even see this, occasionally in stores and stuff like that, where people, people that work there aren't wearing their mask, or they're not doing what they need to be doing. If you're going to be like this, then, you should be in your home and be away from people. Because, the people that are out there trying to do things are following the rules that they need to be doing to get the money that they need to have to support their life and support their family members and to do a whole bunch of other stuff. They're actually following the rules. We're trying to... we're trying to be safe while having a living, and then there's people that just, again, can't accept that and, think that, oh my God, masks don't do anything when they do, and they just try to be jerks to have to ruin it for everybody else. So, it's ridiculous. So I hope, the situation gets resolved. Tom Cruise, I'm a big fan, man. I don't know if you're probably never going to see this, but I'm just a huge fan, man. I understand where you're coming from. We live in a crazy world right now. And I can't wait to see the next Mission Impossible movie. And, again, my fans or anybody that sees this, he just cares about other people and he doesn't want people to get hurt or die, literally. That's all the man's trying to do. So don't crucify him for him trying to save lives, because that's just the type of person he is. And, he's not just one of those actors that just thinks about themselves. He thinks about the cast, the crew, over himself. So I just wanted to clarify that. I hope everybody has an amazing day. Stay safe in the crazy times we're having. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.